The taxi hummed to a stop like it was saying, "Welcome to the future, buckle up, buttercup." Outside, the sun glinted off towering glass buildings as if they were winking at me. This was Songdo, where even the buildings have a sense of humor. Stepping out, my small suitcase decided to play bumper cars with my leg. Thanks, suitcase, I needed that bruise. I felt both excited and nervous, like a kid on the first day of school but with less homework and more skyscrapers. Everything was so new, so different from my small hometown. Here, the excitement was, well, everything. Taking a deep breath, she looked up at the skyscrapers, their sleek surfaces reflecting the bright blue sky, like giant mirrors saying, "Check yourself out, superstar." This was her new home, and it was shinier than a new penny or a freshly polished trophy. Songdo, with its promise of cutting-edge technology and vibrant life, had called to me like a siren song, but with Wi-Fi. And who can resist Wi-Fi? But for now, I was ready to embrace the unknown, armed with my suitcase and a sense of humor, and maybe a GPS. Mornings in Songdo were like a daily art show, with the sun painting the glass facades in hues of gold and pink. Ji would watch from her apartment window, sipping her green tea, feeling like the queen of her own tiny kingdom. Her apartment, though small, felt like living in a sci-fi movie, with its smart appliances and minimalist design. The commute was a breeze, thanks to the city's efficient public transport. She loved walking through the park on her way back home, pretending she was in a rom-com montage. Songdo was a city of contrasts, a blend of nature and technology, tradition and modernity. Despite the constant buzz of activity, Ji often felt a pang of loneliness. Surrounded by thousands, she felt strangely invisible. The city, for all its connectivity, sometimes felt isolating. She missed her family, her friends, and her mom's cooking. In the quiet evenings, her small apartment felt too big, the silence amplifying her solitude. She would often find herself scrolling through social media, looking at pictures of her friends back home. Their lives seemed so vibrant, so full of laughter. She knew it was just a curated glimpse, but it still made her feel like she was missing out. The city lights twinkled outside her window, a constant reminder of the life happening around her, a life she was yet to fully become a part of. Determined to combat loneliness, she played urban explorer in her new city. Wandering the international business district, she marveled at the futuristic architecture. She found hidden cafes, their aroma of freshly brewed coffee a comforting scent. Central Park's peaceful trails and serene lake felt like stepping into a postcard. Weekends were spent discovering Songdo's vibrant cultural scene. At the Tri-Bowl, its iconic shape was a beacon of modernity. She lost herself in live music at Pentafort Park, the crowd's energy washing over her. Slowly, she felt a sense of belonging, connecting to the city's pulse. One sunny afternoon, while strolling along the picturesque canal, Soo-Ji had a classic rom-com moment and bumped into a girl her age. They laughed, apologizing for the near collision like they were in a cheesy movie. The girl, Hana, was also new to Songdo, having moved from Busan for work. They struck up a conversation, bonding over their shared experiences of getting lost in this urban maze. They started meeting regularly, exploring hidden cafes and trying out new restaurants, becoming self-proclaimed food critics, and sharing their dreams and anxieties. Hana, with her infectious laughter and adventurous spirit, became a beacon of warmth in Soo-Jin's life. Through Hana, Soo-Jin started to build a network, connecting with other young professionals who, like her, were finding their footing in this dazzling city. It was like forming a quirky little club of urban explorers. The once unfamiliar streets now felt like my own personal maze, minus the Minotaur. The towering skyscrapers no longer seemed intimidating, but like giant, friendly robots from a sci-fi movie. The city, once a symbol of my loneliness, had become my playground for self-discovery, complete with monkey bars and all. I had embraced the solitude, using it as an opportunity to connect with myself, to explore my passions, and to finally learn how to cook something other than instant noodles. Standing by her window, watching the city lights twinkle below, she felt like the star of her own K-drama. Soo-Jin felt a sense of quiet contentment. This concrete jungle had become her home, and she was its queen, minus the crown, of course. She had blossomed in its embrace, her loneliness replaced by a newfound sense of belonging, her anxieties outweighed by the thrill of endless possibilities, and the occasional karaoke night. This was her story, her Songdo story, a tale of self-discovery and growth, written against the backdrop of a city that never sleeps, except for the occasional power nap.